What position do you play?
Midfield.
I play left defender.
Strike. Midfield.
Well, I was mostly play defense.
Defense. Anyway, in the back, right back, but mainly right back.
Yeah. Well, me a defender.
All about.
All about?
Yeah.
So you keeping your midfielding, you're defending?
Only attack side.
And I was a midfielder my entire life, a center midfielder. My job was to know everything that was going on around me on the soccer field or on the football pitch.
A little bit about why you're doing, you know, what you're doing. I mean, you travel basically from one end of the island, you know, back to your home ends. How often?
Every day.
Every day?
Yeah, from Monday to Friday.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Are you a full-time coach?
Yeah.
Okay.
Why is because of it brings a lot of joy to my heart knowing that you could see the smiles on the kids' face, even though they don't have the proper gears. They will turn out. It's a way of keeping them from out here. As you could see, we don't have much in terms of employment. So sports, on the other hand, is something that I use as a tool to enlift and build the youths. A part of coaching, you know, I'm not looking at myself as really a coach. It's more like a father, because it's like there are so many things I do for the kids around a livelihood, you know, in terms of the social life. Because now we have been affected by the volcano and we can't be coaching. Now this is where I come in as a father, you know. I go out and I try to look for supplies that I could actually help to bring back that smile on the face. Because it's not easy knowing that you're out here and you depend on agriculture alone. So that is part of my duty, you know, and to know that, okay, I'm entering back home and the embrace that I normally get from these kids, you know, I could sleep good at night.
What are the age range of the persons who are a part of your program out here?
From 8 to 25.
Wow, that's a very massive gap. And about how many persons are participating?
I have females and both females and males. I have roughly about 130 from throughout North Windward, from Overland as far as Fancy.
Okay.
I have members. Aunty Curtnie is more of something like me. She inspired me in terms of the works that she was doing, more of a nurse, a midwife as you call them in the days. She will give back her service. So out here, Hayes Point, over there is Owia. Through North Windward, you will find a lot of people give back their service because there are not much out here to do. What we normally do is like give a helping hand. So now I pick up the role of giving back to the youths by using football. And football is a tool that I help to pull them off the street, take them from, get themselves into trouble and stuff like that. So this painting, this craft was done by Devon Trial. Devon Trial is a teacher at the Owia Primary School. He also assists with football.
So is Aunty Curtnie still around?
No, she passed around age 112. People, this is a little secret. So, the more you give back to society, I think the God will actually spare your life to live a long life like Tante Curtnie.
112.
112 years.
Wow. How long ago did she die? Do you know?
I'm not too sure because I wasn't around when she died.
Okay.
But from what I heard, she did a great job in terms of helping, and this is a way of honoring her, and we all respect the duty that she was actually doing. As everybody might say, their village is the best village, but be honest, Owia is one of the best villages. But more for is the best village because yes, we get affected by light and by water, but we have some source which we call a spring. It might not be much, but we could actually go there and get fresh water. Nearby, which is the fish market, you could actually get like fresh fish without $1. So you just go on the fish market, and as long as the boat catch fish, you can get something we call a show hand, as long as you help to pull up the boat. So everything is like helping. So you help to pull up the boats, and you could get a fish like a 2 pound or 3 pound to go home and cook.
I understand that you've been supplying the community here throughout the volcanic eruptions. Man.
Yeah, well, everybody. I mean, 90% of the people here depend on me. Even before the volcano, I am the main source of income for a lot of people. A lot of people in the area.
How so?
Well, because then, if not indirectly, is somehow I'm involved. Because then, even at times, I bring over 3,000 pounds of fish on the wharf and just haul it on the wharf. They even put it on the internet all the time. Just bring it here and just haul it on the wharf and tell the people to take it, you know. And that's how I do things. You know, if I think, man, the people need the thing, just give it away. I'll just do that. You understand?
Why would you do that? I mean, we spend all day
but then
pulling the fish in.
But then at the same time, you must remember everybody who come down here, 90% of the people you see come on the wharf here, they only come here because they know I catch fish. And then from the time they know I catch fish, everybody coming. And 90% of the people who come, they don't have the money to buy the fish. So I sometimes, it beats my heart to know that people come here and they don't even get to fish to go back home. You know, so I'll rather make sure everybody gets something to go with. So you might see this morning, you might see 300-400 people on the water. Everybody going home with fish. Everybody going home with fish. Watch.
Not necessarily everybody is buying.
No. Watch, I say bring a fiberglass. A 28 foot of fiberglass. Deep load of big jacks here. I just sell some the boy from Beckway to go with Martinique. Sell he 14,000 pounds. And like, you say you can't take no more fish because he already cleared the boat for X amount in town. So you can't carry more than that to Martinique. I bring a load boat of fish there, just give it away. I don't sell a pound of it. Over 3,000 pounds, just give it away. Share it away. Just stay in the boat and just give everybody, you know. So that's how it goes, you know. You try to help in every way you can.
You know, and we still believe in bartering in terms of the agriculture for an exchange. You know, the schools is close, so you don't have to walk a distance to go to the school. The churches are close as well, so you don't have any excuse to say, okay, you can't go church. Everything is right there in one. And then we have the beautiful salt pond. Because of the disruption of the playing field, everywhere we see a patch of sand become our football home. This is a unique way of what we do. We actually mark area where we're going to actually play and we stay within the zone. So this is part of our playing field. Even south and get a bit of ash. All here is when we're walking in with water, ash all the way in the south and itself. Before you see how shallow it became. Last week we have high tide, number of sands became washed off. Which you could see here used to be an area where you could have a bed. Now you want to get a more comfortable bed, you have to go further in the pan, which is a little more deeper, but also out there is where you could find your sand as well, also out there. Here itself will take a time to come back. But I like it this way. It's easier for tourists now to walk instead of to walk on the slippery stones.
Navigate the stones.
Yeah, it covered the stones, make it a nice pathway to enter the salt pond. This is one of the livelihood of the guys up there, which time goes by, they will be sitting there like all day because of lack of resources. We can't buy chicken because no employment creating, so fish became one of the #1 meat in Owia. So we'll find all the rocks them. This is what the guys will be doing to sustain the family for meat. Well, I've been partnered with different persons in different diaspora called Zip, alongside Sardine and Oronde Ash in the United States. They have been doing a great deal for us on the North Windward side. I should say thanks to them. One day they never leave us, one day they never forgot about us, especially Sardine. He have called me like every single day to make sure that I'm intact. From the day he heard the Soufriere blow, my phone was ringing down. Who's it? He and Sardine. And we are grateful for the support that we have been getting from them in terms of rice, sugar, flour, to name a few. We have actually get some clothing from Oronde as well, from different courses that he gathered from, which we really appreciated. Later this afternoon, we have some food that we will actually distribute. You will actually see some of the food that we gathered to give back to the players. It's nothing really to brag about, but it actually helped to put a pot on the fire. It actually helped to prevent a groaning stomach, you know, and that is one of the ideas, you know. So I should say the program is being going steadily. It could be more, but we are grateful for every little help that we get, and we use it wisely. So I should say thanks, and I trust and feel that the players actually feeling the same way. Like I can't speak for them, but then when I give them the package, the light that I see from their face, you know, knowing that hey, this is some food, you know, so I really appreciate it.
What do you play?
All about.
Huh? All about?
Yeah.
So you keeping your midfielding, your defending?
Only attack side.
Okay. Cool. How long you been playing?
It's been a while.
5 years more?
More than that.
Cool. You've not been playing since obviously the eruptions,
no,
right?
Eruption.
What's that been like for you?
Well, yeah. It's been a rough ride for me.
How come? Talk to me.
Because I wasn't able to get enough exercise beyond the park a lot and all that.
I've been to your park, man. There's really no park there to play. Why is that?
Well, since the eruption, nothing has been done as yet. So.
Would you like to appeal to your authorities to help sort it out, or you're comfortable with it as the way it is?
I'm not comfortable with it. So if there is anything that they can do, if there is anything that they can do, we're appealing that they would come forward and give us some assistance.
What's really happening here, brother? Why is this really the way it is? I mean, it's literally covered in ash. Why?
If words could actually explain, it will. But I could sum it up in a simple way that, from since the volcano, ash took over the playing field. I don't know if there's a better way to say it, but I don't think the authority is actually paying attention to this part of the island as they should, because there's a lot of different aspects could come into play, because some heavy tractors was on the road. They have to pass the playing field. The recreation ground is actually clean. You have to pass the playing field. So I don't know if I can't say, but I will love for the authorities to listen to what I'm saying here right now. It hurts my heart to know that by keeping this playing field like this, it not only hurting me, but it's hurting the hundreds of youths around. When the school get back and start running, it's gonna hurt the school, because the school don't have nowhere to go and assess the school program, which they normally call it PE sports, you know, other social churches around. So it's a give and take situation. It's gonna affect so much of us, you know, and keeping the playing field looking like a jungle, it created a lot of frustration to the players, you know, like you may say that what if we have the manpower or the help in terms of finance, what more we can do. But nevertheless, I just want people to know what is actually taking place. I already planned, me and my team, that we're going to try to do as much as we can do, but how much we can do, you know, but we have it in our heart that we're going to start, because listen, this is one of the things that you could come on an evening and feel like you are a part of a group, or you could feel like you are existing, you know.
Why hasn't that been done yet in terms of the team effort to you know, self-help?
Well, I don't want to go too much in depth, but I could recall myself that we had a grant to fix the playing field, and we already started the project. If you notice to the top side, we already had a tractor to dig out the trenches, and it was actually stopped. You know, I don't want to bring in, like I said, I don't want to go into depth, but I know people could read between the lines and know why it was stopped, you know. So we don't want to feel like, okay, we go again and do it, like take it on my own and do it, and then it will stop. We will feel more hurt, because you know that, okay, you put in your hard labor, and then after you put in your hard labor, you have been stopped again by authorities.
But they're not doing anything to you know,
well,
help
as you
the
could
situation.
see, as you could see, they're not making the situation easier for us. You know? So.
But even in light of the possibility that they may come and stop you from clearing the field yourselves, you're saying that your team is still willing to get things started.
Yeah.
Do you have a potential start date in mind?
Yeah. Well, we was looking at next Saturday. You know, because what have happened, because the corona has risen, I didn't want it to, you know, form in large numbers, so I give them like a little bit leeway. So as next Saturday, we want to start to do some cutting. If you realize that goalpost was actually sunk into the sand, so that is one step. We already achieved that one. Down to the end, there's one. You know, that is like actually far. You can't see it now. It's too far in the ash. So we're gonna try to see how much you could actually get out of that. So you'll be able to see like it's a 4-inch out of the ground. You know, so the rest is solid in the ground. And so this might take a little digging to get it out. Just to show you how much ash is here.
And how much grass grew up in this thing? I feel like it's in a forest, boy.
Grass, like I was asking if I could get like a weed eater, cutlasses to help start trimming, to cut the area.
2 days after Situation Updates visited the North Windward soccer community, local authorities finally greenlit operations to begin to clear the Owia playing field of overgrown bush and volcanic debris.
The volcanic eruptions came and pretty much destabilized an already volatile social space, social economic space, and I'm talking especially about St. Vincent and the Grenadines. That too spurred on your particular penchant for reaching out, particularly to the football community here. Could you tell me a little bit about what exactly it was that moved you? You know, what was that aha moment? Let me see what I could do, and bring the conversation to where that outreach has evolved to at this particular point.
So again, so the other thing that we were talking about, you know, folks who've established a platform in St. Vincent, who've built a base, they've spent years building a base of viewership. So when they post something online, folks gravitate and go and listen. So you recognize after 10 years of going to Barely, sourcing equipment to the kids, and not just Barely, we give stuff to people in Layou, Owia, North Leeward, Beckway, Chateau, places where I want grassroots football to flourish so that the kids have an opportunity not to go and become Lionel Messi or Cristiano Ronaldo, but just to have something to do on a Saturday morning. And if it doesn't evolve into professional football, then at least you're progressing in something. And then that progression, that energy can then be transferred to whatever else. You see yourself becoming a better footballer. Oh my God, maybe I can become a better student. Maybe I can become a better son, a better daughter, a better friend, those kinds of things. So the base was already there. The kids who I knew about that needed help were already there, again, in Barely, all over the place. I'd already established a relationship with the coaches in those areas. So it wasn't even an aha. It was just, yeah, we got to do this. There's already a network. There's already a way I know how to get equipment into the country. Why not food? Why not something else? And again, establishing these relationships with folks like Devson Quickshank, Dwight Baptiste in Owia, Bashan Williams in North Leeward, and others, you know, Chester Hendrickson and Layou that I've been working with for over a decade. It's just, I trust you. You know I can deliver. I know your hearts are in the right place. I can get food. I can get beans. I can get rice. I can get other things. And let's funnel it through these football families because they've been loyal to us. Let's be loyal to them in their time of need.
Beautiful. And to date, well, from what I understand from Mr. Sardine, you're now not sending the particular item, but you're sending cash.
Well,
what inspired that transition?
So I mean, it costs. Just again, it costs. It costs for me to ship a barrel. It costs $50 US for the barrel, and about $175 to ship it, and then clear it out of customs. So let's say $250 US. Why am I not just buying the food in St. Vincent wholesale at Eastern Caribbean Group of Companies? My mother, who is she has a shop in Barely, about 3 weeks ago said, yeah, you know, a lot of times we send down, you know, beans or things that we eat up here, but people might not be eating that down there. What do they want? They want flour, they want sugar, they want rice, they want beans. If meat is available, they want that, and that's enough. That's enough for the people in immediate need. And so why am I spending? And I think to date I've sent down 25 barrels. I mean, you do the math on that. $250 a pop for 20, that's a lot of money. Why not now just get the money to Ian Sardine, establish a relationship with Graves or whoever has the food that these people need, and let's buy it, what we're doing now. 100 pounds of flour, 100 pounds of rice, 100 pounds of this. And again, going through those coaches in the communities, again, Owia, North Leeward, anywhere where there's a need, and have folks in the community. And again, yes, our primary interest in serving is serving the families of the footballers that we try to teach, and who've been, you know, coming to us for guidance, coming to us to learn. And so we want to make sure we give back to them, but it's not exclusive. There are folks in those areas that need, we're not going to shut our doors to them. We're not going to say, no, you don't play football, so you can't get a 5-pound bag of rice or whatever it is. No, we're going to make sure we try to take care of who we can. But again, so to answer your question, that shift was it just made more financial sense. It seemed like a waste of barrels and money to do all that when Ian Sardine, I can just send the money, Ian Sardine organizing the purchasing and distribution of all the foods locally. And again, it stays local. The money's not going to Walmart. It's going to somebody that's local, that's recycling it and keeping the money, hopefully, in our country.
Beautiful, beautiful. The final question from my end. Are you a part of an organization or have you formed a foundation of sorts, you know, with all this charity? Absolutely.
So it's called Adare 360. Dare, the Latin for to give. And so for 10 years, I've been running the Adare. It was first Adare soccer. And then again, because of noticing that there are other things that we wanted to do, it's not just soccer, it's not just football. So Adare 360, it's 360 degrees comprehensive. How can we help shape our island 360 degrees in all the ways? Educationally, athletically, football-wise, socially, whatever. That life is 360 degrees is the beauty about football. And sometimes it's the most difficult thing to teach people because it is complete. You got to know what's around you all the time. And I was a midfielder my entire life, a center midfielder. My job was to know everything that was going on around me on the soccer field or on the football pitch, And so again, it's in me. I can't divorce it from who I am at this point, 45 years old. So I'm constantly looking around as a center midfielder in life. What is necessary for everybody to be as happy as they need to be around me? Do I fail? Absolutely, I fail. But it's the effort. It's the effort. And again, my heart has never left St. Vincent. My body has, but my heart has never left my country. Then once I recognize that I have, kind of like Liam Neeson in Taken, I have a particular set of skills. I have a particular set of skills that I've cultivated. And so why am I not focusing those skills on folks who I know can use them and use them to better their lives in, even if it's a Bush T sense kind of way, a little small thing, but it does make a difference. And I've seen that. I've seen that for 10 years. I've seen that in the 40 years that Ian Sardine has been doing this with his club System 3 on Pashas in Kingstown. And more than anything for me, it's trying to make sure that his legacy stays alive. He is an untapped, unheralded resource, a gentleman, a scholar, just somebody who's been doing the right thing since the early 80s for the kids in St. Vincent. And it was a no-brainer to partner with him. He's engendered so much goodwill from people all over the island, specifically from the business community who know and trust him. And he's got the kids. He's got the ears of the people. He's got the hearts of the moms and dads who trust the hundreds of the kids with him. Why would we not do something for all of them? It makes absolutely no sense not to, if I have the resources and the time and the commitment level, which is going to be there for the rest of my life. Until something grave and drastic happens to me physically or mentally, I'm going to be in St. Vincent somehow, making sure that the kids have the opportunity. Again, even if it's a Bush T kind of way, making sure they have the opportunity to get something out of their life. Yeah, man, a little dab, a little something, a little something.
Yeah, hopefully we would love to get a little more funding so we could cover all the areas that are really needed. We still have milk that we haven't covered. We have things like meat kind, something to use with the flour and the rice, and the detergents and so that is required for washing and so. These are things that are essential to everyday life. Those are the things that we were targeting to help the people with. All right, we anticipate that we would like to do this for the next 6 months to guarantee that they are okay up to that point, and hopefully we could transition then into the other activities, the other developmental activities like football and related areas.
I understand too that this donation outreach program is a forerunner for when you get into something a little bit more football oriented.
Well, my heart is in football and development of football. I think it is a vehicle for the kids to expand their horizons, and I'm hoping that we would be able to go into the grassroots program in all the areas across St. Vincent make some investment in equipment and things that are required, and expand our development trust so that in the future, rather than we having 1 or 2 academies that are producing players, we have them produced in 12 and 15 across. So we would have a larger pool. The more areas that we have that are functional, that are developing, and that are nurturing the kids, would expand the amount of kids that we have in the pool for our elite programs, our national teams, and hopefully they can benefit in the long run to go to university and obtain their degrees with the assistance of football.
Yeah, life as a footballer out there real memorable and thing. Enough memories, enough good moments with the squad. Enough good games sometimes. You know, take losses, but then you have to turn them losses, then cross them out and double back and come back better.
What was one of the best games you remember?
Game?
For you? Personally as a player, since you've been playing with Owia United.
Most memorable game? Can't think of one of all of them memorable ones. Yeah.
Come on. What position do you play?
Midfielder.
What's your score card looking like?
Can't tell us we play now because I'm being whole half the game still because of injury.
Talk to me about
it. Get groin problem and ankle problem because of the accident. So.
Yeah? And that happened while playing the game or otherwise?
Yeah, I got an accident in 2014. Did I come back from a game we win, Leyu. And from that, like my career just go down now, that kind of way. But still, I try to come back.
Yeah?
Yeah.
What happened at the accident?
Lose my hand. You want to know like the whole story?
Story doesn't really have to come to stories, you know?
They come back home and we get an accident. End up on the left hand had to be amputated. At least I problem in life still.
Are you still playing the game?
Yeah, man.
You see, this was in 2014?
Yeah.
Wow. You really love this sport, my lad.
Yeah, man.
How old were you when you first started playing?
Right about 9, 8, around that age.
And you've always been living in Owia?
Yeah.
So you learned the game also?
Yeah.
You've been playing on the same playing field as now, covered on the ash, ever since 9? How do you feel now that you don't have a playing field right now?
Feel bad, because yesterday I tell the dog them I want to go back on the park and thing to go play. Because I miss the game in a kind of way. Because a long time I don't play game neither.
I understand you guys will be on the bayside and things.
Yeah, I kick ball from bayside.
Say that again?
Regular. I kick ball from bayside regular.
Yeah. But that's not enough, is it?
Nah, want the park, man.
Tell the authorities right now if they were listening as it relates to getting access to the park.
Yeah, we need the park because how they don't boring and do nothing and thing. The park is best for keep you from trouble and thing. Yeah.
So what's your name?
Monelle Lavia.
Monelle Lavia. I understand you're a footballer?
Yes, I am a footballer.
For what team? What team do you play?
The Owia United.
How long have you been playing with Owia United?
Like 2 years now.
How old are you?
18.
Cool. So what position do you play?
I play left defender.
Left defender, huh? Does that mean you get a chance to score and thing?
Yeah. Sometimes I just go up to the forward and cause I can like run back to a position and etc.
Okay. So what's the most goals you've scored so far in any game, man?
1.
Yeah? Remember the game you scored at? Who you scored against?
I thought, like I remember what the competition we were doing in Richmond Park.
Okay, cool. You in school still? What's going on?
I finished school, I graduated like a month ago.
From what, high school or college?
High school.
Yeah, which school?
Secondary.
Yeah, so what's your plans going forward school-wise?
College.
A-level college or technical? Well, you know,
A-levels.
they're the same right now, right?
Well, like community college.
Cool. So tell me, what do you want from this game, this soccer game here, man? What would you like to achieve?
Well, like I could get it, like the chance and the opportunity to like go away and play against other teams, like play with other teams overseas and represent my club.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The same Owia United.
Yes.
Talk to me about your experience during this volcanic eruption.
Well, I was frightened because I never experienced before, and before my grandmother died, she used to say like in 1979 in her time when the volcano erupted, like there was no transportation and stuff like that. They used to like be back up home and just be like hard and difficult and like stone and stuff like that, pitching, and she didn't want her grandchildren them to experience it. But didn't they? Well, actually I was in school and on my way home, somebody was telling me, well, I do know when they give us evacuation order. So I was like, I don't know anything. So when I got home, mommy them start packing, and after that I rush inside the house and start packing. With the waiting on transportation, nobody comes, vehicle passing up and down in the night. We see the road, we must see like move it up here like around after 10, yeah, when somebody came for us to take us down.
Where did you evacuate to?
We evacuated to Brighton at the apartments in Brighton.
What did that do for your football playing time, man? Were you able to play at the same, during that time?
No, I would basically be home, and then after like everything cools down and you know the sets doing good and stuff like that, then I started training with the national team, the under 20 national team in Victoria Park.
Yeah, what was that experience like?
Well, I can say like I used to be home and I ain't doing nothing, and like I start to like get back fit and that, you know, do no new drills that I never know before, and play like different position, like putting me there to see how good am I at that position. So yes, I learned a lot.
Nice. So we're doing a donation drive today, right? With food and stuff. How does that work for you? Yeah. Is it, well, talk to me about that experience.
The food? Well, actually sometimes when they show like package water and stuff like that, sometimes they say, oh, the water is not for down here, the water is for people living in fancy or over. So sometimes like person just say like if it's Owia and fancy is the only person that needs water, because they should realize we have like rivers down here, and when the water runs out of the river, like it's real dirty, and then the mud running out of the pipe. And for the food package, you used to say like, oh, your name have to be on the list to get food and stuff like that. But we don't study that. We're going to buy our own groceries. So.
Okay, so you're not having a difficult time
Nope.
getting food for yourselves?
Nope.
Okay, cool. But I guess every little helps though.
Yes.
My name is Shanriah Fredricks.
Eh? You're originally from?
Fancy.
Sweet. And who do you play for?
I play for the Owia United.
How long have you been playing?
I've been playing since primary school.
Ooh. That's like yesterday or 2 years ago or?
Like 5 years.
Okay, cool. What position do you play?
Midfield.
So like what's been your best game so far? Yeah? like do you score when you compete?
Yeah, in Dash.
Do you do any sort of training practice here in Fancy?
Not really.
Why not?
Not really.
Yeah? I mean, there are other players up here, right?
Yeah, but I'm the only girl from Fancy, so that's playing on the team. So like, I don't really do much thing.
So when you train, you train where in Owia?
Yeah.
Okay. And that's not been happening because obviously there's no playing field in Owia. What's that been like for you?
Kind of, not really fun, because I used to have fun over there. And Fancy really kind of like there, so it kind of not fun.
Alright, cool. What school do you attend?
I just graduated from the St. Joseph College in Kingston.
Yeah? So you're getting ready for college?
Yeah, we're just waiting for my 6 result.
Okay, awesome. So if you get an opportunity to say study in the US and play in the US or anywhere else, what would that be something you'd be interested in?
Yes, that would definitely be something that I'm interested in.
Awesome, awesome. You're from Fancy. You play for Owia United. The volcano erupted. What was that like for you as a soccer player?
It was traumatizing because it limited me from interacting with my peers and how I have to evacuate it. So I didn't have I didn't really. I have to settle down there and feel comfortable more than when I was.
Yeah. And you were not able to play it during that time, were you?
Yes. So our coach let us play at the honest standing playing field.
Oh, so you at least got some playing time in. Yeah. All right, that's awesome. That's awesome. That's awesome. All right, so tell me, what do you want from the game? Where do you see yourself going playing soccer?
I don't know, as a professional.
Yeah? You think you got what it takes to become a professional footballer?
Yeah.
Yeah? Come on, do you have like a club in mind that you might want to play for internationally?
No, not really.
Not yet? Yeah. Sorry. Big man, what's your name? Beau? Yeah. Is that a smile I seen over there? The sun just too hot. Oh God.
Good.
Tell me something, man. What's the name of the team you're playing with?
Owia United.
Yeah? Come on, what position do you play?
Strike.
Okay. How long have you been playing? Come, rest this down. I know it's kind of heavy. Talk to me a little bit. Yeah?
Good while now.
Like what, so like 6 months?
Yeah.
Like 6 months? How longer than that, man?
2 years.
Yeah? Come on, tell me what you like about the game.
I like to play the game.
Why?
It's fun.
Yeah? See the man that kicking all the goals still?
Yeah.
Yeah? What's the most goal you ever scored in a game?
3.
Remember what game that was? No? You don't remember the game? Against which team? No see. What's it like? Since the volcano erupted and thing, I understand you haven't been able to play. What's that been like for you?
Bad.
Yeah? Why?
I did not get to play for a long time.
Come on, man. We have to fix that, not you?
Yeah.
Come on, man. Tell me one team you feel you could go up against, like as soon as you're ready to play again.
Georgetown.
What's your name, Takara? Yo, talk to me. So, what you say your name is?
Ahmar.
Omar?
Yeah.
How? Ahmar?
Yeah.
As in A-M-A-R?
It is.
Okay, cool. Is your son?
Is
your son?
Yeah.
Oh. That's why you can't answer for yourself, boy. Eh? Tell me something. How long you been playing football? You don't know? You just start? No? What do you like about the game?
Good.
Yeah?
Good.
You shy? Your daddy's a footballer too? Yeah? Just shaking your head. What? So tell me what you like about the game.
Good.
Good how? How old are you?
9.
9? Okay. Cool. You have a position you play on the team just yet? You're on a team or it is just practice right now?
Practice.
You're practicing? So you're not playing on the team yet?
Yeah.
Yeah. Which position you play on the team? You goalkeeper or?
Midfield.
Midfield? Yeah. How you like it in midfield? You got a chance to score plenty goals out there?
Yeah.
You could score goals, boy?
Not really.
So that's something you had to work on? Yeah. Come on, no. I see you living in one of the most beautiful parts of the country, brother.
Yeah, very nice place. Very, very nice.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Were you up here during the eruptions or did you evacuate?
Yeah, evacuate, but I've been coming and going, coming and going.
You seem to live the boat life too.
Yeah, best life ever. Boat life.
Yo, tell me a little bit about your interactions with the game of soccer out here, so now.
Well, the game of soccer out here right now, we in Hanno Park and things, so we just go by the beach. Just go right by the beach there.
On this stretch of beach right here?
Yeah. Right here we play some small goals.
What do you mean you don't have a park?
Well, the park has damage right now, plenty ashes and things on the park.
So nobody
clean
it off or?
Nobody not clean the park, yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah. Sometimes found out they go wrong so, but you can't see beach from wrong so.
So it's a strictly beach kick right
yeah.
now? When
Beach kick.
When is the last time you've been practicing or kicking on the beach as you say?
Sometime last week.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Are you part of any teams?
Owia United.
When's the last time you played a game?
Question they hard to answer. No football are going on right now too, so that is why too.
Why? What's going on?
Because of the COVID and the loss of eruption.
How does that make you feel, bro?
Pull long, boring, nothing. Just have to in boat, nothing else.
If you were able to talk to the authorities about the conditions of your soccer field, what would you say to them right now?
Well, that kind of might be a little argument and thing because all the parks them don't clean up and thing, and only my park alone not clean up.
So what are you going to tell them?
Well, but late down in the run, I go tell them, I go apologize to them and thing and say that I'm sorry and thing, but just come and clean my park for me, please now. I just want my park clean now.
It's something like you have some choice words already telling them in the earlier for the argument.
Yeah, and then I go apologize because I really need my park. Because me ain't gonna know if I go further up at the bayside. Bayside I give me plenty bruise and thing. Yeah. But still, late down they go do it, they go clean the park for me.
Yeah,
I believe, yeah.
Come on. Is there anything else you want to reason me about as you're there on camera?
Well, not really, Anna, but I'm glad I reach home and thing now. Yeah.
I understand you've been treading all up to Ballin this morning.
Yeah, down this very nice. Calm and clean and thing.
Yeah? You just ride out for the fun or you've been fishing out?
Yeah, we went fishing as well.
What position do you play?
Well, I just mostly play defense. But when I'm there on the beach, I just play midfield or strike. Because the beach, no grass will bruise my skin and thing, but the sand. Small scratch and thing. Okay. Yeah.
How old are you?
23 years of age.
So you're playing like under 25 kind of thing?
Yeah.
Cool, man. Thanks for reasoning with me.
Yeah.
How old are you, Chrissy?
20 years old.
Yeah. How long you been playing ball, man?
So I've been playing ball for like 13 years.
Wow.
Yeah.
What position do you play?
Defense. Anyway, in the back, right back, but mainly right back.
Yeah. The man at the school, run up ball for school too still, or I make sure the next man them do school?
No, I make sure. Sometimes just go up, sometimes don't go up. stay in the back. But sometimes just assist and thing.
Okay.
Yeah.
Cool. Talk to me about your experience playing the game out here, man. What's that been like for you?
Well, playing the game is a joy, cause like when I play football, my mind just a free. Yeah, and enjoy playing football, cause I start from a very young age. So it just, you know, yeah.
During the volcanic eruptions, you were not able to play, right?
No, can't play at all.
What was that like?
Why stress? Cause like how I don't custom to the on the ball every minute. Every evening like 5 o'clock time, just plays like a boring. So yeah, just custom and thing. Yeah.
Come on. Tell me about your experience still during that whole volcanic eruption, and even now because of the volcanic eruption. I mean, how are things with you economically? Are you able to work? Are you?
No, I ain't gonna work, but things getting back there. I can't play football because I park, but things getting back there.
Yeah. Are you? I'm gonna ask you some personal kind of questions in terms of like, you know, your family situation and thing, in terms of being able to keep food on the table at this point. What's that like?
We get little food bit by bit. I will like think people come up here go share food and get them, man. Yeah, still I eat one.
Yeah. Cool. This COVID thing, man. I guess that too is to be blamed for.
Yeah, you really blame
the
COVID.
lack of matches, right?
Yeah. Can't get to play football and you just have to be home. I get fat.
I don't really take a white shot to get the go again.
Yeah.
Yo, what would you say to your teammates right now who probably, you know, feeling like you feeling? I mean,
just holy faith and hope we get back to park soon and try to do everything to keep fit. Yeah.
Do you think that you and your teammates might be able to clear the park faster than the authorities seem to be getting?
Yeah, how I'm so eager I will play park, like if I get materials and things.
What exactly would you need to help with that process?
Like if I get like swipers and little shovel, barrow, yeah, just clean up his sand. Yeah.
Nice. Cool. Respect.
Yeah.
So, tomato juice for? You drinking tomato juice for?
They say tomato juice now, football liquor fat, but I'm not fat. I can't understand what they give me for drink. But it tastes good.
Wait, this getting fat thing is a serious thing for them.
Yeah. Everybody come back fat. All of a sudden we don't happen. Like a shot in the head.
So tomato juice for body fat?
Yeah, so they say.
Come on.
But I don't know.
I know what it is.
Right.
What position do you play, bro?
Well, me a defender.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Come on, man. Like I'm meeting all the defense today, bro.
Yeah, defender.
How long have you been playing?
After all, about 19, how long I play? So about like, since small, about like 19 years. But you can say 70 years. I play football.
A long time.
A long time.
Come on.
Good sports.
Come on.
Yeah.
What does it feel like not being able to play all now, bro?
I feel good, man. Nah, body nah feel right. When we used to play football, the body used to feel real nice and everything. The body nah feel right now. Oh, no football, nothing. You just do home, eat, sleep, you know? Yeah.
Why exactly you not playing right now?
Well, no shoes, no park, no up there, so I'm gonna park in Owia. So we can't play football. The sun, when I go up on the sun, we play, we bruise up the foot. Can't do that every day. Mash up ourselves. So.
No shoes? So
no shoes.
You're talking about things like your gay and thing too?
Gay and thing too, you know.
Yeah. If there's somebody looking at this right now that can help you, what would you tell them in terms of what specific help would you need?
I need some shoes and thing. Some like equipments, like training equipments and thing. Yeah, things will be good.
Come on. Would you be willing to work along with your team to help clear the park of whatever debris still on there?
Yeah, from the pushy energy, I don't know. We do we thing.
So we might have to get that going?
Yeah.
Come on, man.
Can't wait pandemic and start something. As if they see we start something, then they, you know, they go come and they go help me. Dareo Jordon.
And your number?
Never get.
You never get a jersey number?
Never get one number.
Oh, you changed it all the way?
Yeah, never get one number. Eh?
Why?
Well, that's the thing I go. Never get one number. But any number I forget, I go say 2. But that number I always want.
Okay. Why 2?
I just like your number.
He's more likely a part of Sv United. But
what's that?
Sv United is a club from Spring Village, but he belongs to the North Windward. So he's a part of the North Windward zone.
Okay.
Which we have a North Windward League. So he's also a part of the North Windward League. So we find himself around me a lot because since the volcano, we have go from strength to strength in terms of the relationship with the players around. You know, despite that the volcano have created damage to household, to landscape, it have bring the people together in terms of we have find more love. You know, we have started back to share more than we used to do before. We have seen the need of having a brother and a sisterhood. You know, so he have been around us. He have been here. He have been helping out. Even with the distribution, he have been helping out with the distribution. You know, so and he's my fishing buddy.
Talk to me about the organization out here. So it's what's it called? North Windward League? Is that? Yeah.
We're from Overland, right? Them guys like Sandy B and everybody. They're so in love with football that they just want to play. Once the league's open, they want to just find teams to play. But now it's very, very difficult because the COVID situation, and they can't go anywhere else and play and stuff. So, and basically the park are all destroyed, and if you look, you can see grass. And what we're doing now, we just understand at the moment until we can get the right way to do whatever, start back training and stuff.
What's your role in the North Windward League?
Well, basically I'm working along with me Dwight here, and we're working together to start a development for the whole North Windward and stuff. Help in any way we can, like as distribute, helping with stuff like the locations and basically anything concerning sports and things, and what we can help with, we try, you know, give a helping hand.
league's license. Now, to entitle a league license, you have to go to certain structure. And now you know this is a season where no football is being played throughout North Windward. All the playing field is dormant in terms of usage. Transportation gonna come in and to transport a team from Fancy twice a week. Owia, Sandway. The nearest playing field right now is Georgetown, but Georgetown is not in use as well. So the closest area to train is North Union. So to do so, it's going to cost a lot of finance. Hence the reason why myself, which I'm the president for the North Windward Community Football League, I start looking at ways of how we could actually be active in terms of to avoid of going that fast, to avoid of spending so much finance. Is the little patch of beaches that you see.
Talk to me about looking to the future as far as developing the game is concerned. And you mentioned that that's one of the objectives of your league work, you know, helping in terms of development. What's your vision? Where do you want to take, you know, the love of the game here in North Windward? Where are you trying to get it to?
Now, first I'm trying to get all the folks who used to engage in football to come back and play a role in terms of giving back somewhat. It don't have to be monetary, but give back a little service, because any encouragement you could get from life, it teaches you a lot. You know, the next thing is that we have a number of players from North Windward who are also a part of the national setup. Where we go from there, in terms of their development, is that I love to see that 2 or 3 of them get to play more international football, and also could actually lead the Vinci team to a World Cup.
The players from North Windward in particular?
In particular. You know, like for example, we have Terrace Joseph, we have Brendan, who actually played at the national level. We have Akinde, who now well, he's actually studying in Cuba as a graduate. You know, we have Chesine, who also played in the national team. We have Asment, Kendall Asment. You know, and I could go on and on and on. And those are some of the areas that I'm looking at, per se, that I could get somebody from every village, not only playing for the national team, but if they could go out there and play internationally, capture some scholarships. Yeah.
Awesome. And this is a question that I want everybody to share on, right? You've been faced with ends of challenges, you know, volcano erupting, covering up the parks. Why do you keep going? You know, why are you still so in tune to this thing? Why, you know, what helps you to keep ticking?
I think it's a passion we have from generation for sports. Back then growing up, I know we had a passion for football, cricket, because as in Sandy Bay, you had one of the best football teams, one of the best cricket teams that no other villages could have beaten, and then it grows from there and come up to like we love it, the sport more now. And because right now every village have a youngster who wants to play football, and if we as managers can just get the love from them, and then we can push them, it's good. It make you want to give them more. And from fancy to as far as North Windward goes, everybody down to girls, they stop manage when football start back. Oh, I want to join a team and stuff, because we have people approach us like that before, and it keep growing, and that's really nice. So I think that's good. It motivates everybody.
So the passion from them feeds your passion?
Feeds our passion, because you know it doesn't look like we're doing it in vain. When they come to us and like, boy, man join the team next year, boy, we're doing something good. You know, at least they see the good works that we're doing, so they want to join, and it's nice, it's good.
Awesome, awesome. Same question.
Yeah, well, I see life as an ecosystem that we could feed off of. So the vibes and the eagerness that the kids them give, it gives me a drive to wake up every morning and want to be there with them. You know, one of the happiest feelings is like, okay, knowing that some of the kids trying to be at the field even before the coach. You know, it makes me realize that, listen, hey, they want it, and not only we want it. So when you could have that connection in terms of two persons want something at the same time, it gives you a drive not to give up. Now, when you look at the authorities, some of the guys in the authorities might say, oh, I played cricket before, I played football before, but guess what? You only played. You didn't play for the passion. So the question is that, why do you play? Did you play just for yourself, or you play to pass it on? You know, one of the things that I'm actually saying to them is that, why keep your knowledge? Why we have teachers? We have teachers so that we could pass on knowledge. So it's like football is not only a coach as well. You know, football is like a teacher as well. So I gain that knowledge is for my time now to actually pass on that knowledge to someone who eager for that knowledge. And
you're seeing that eagerness in the youngsters over here?
At time to time. You know, sometimes you could see the frustration. When the Soufriere now erupted, like 2 months after, you could see the frustration in the homes. You know, kids didn't get along with the parents as well as they used to be before. They didn't have nowhere to go to socialize. You know, and I can remember when I was growing up, the ring games, the skip rope, you know, the river cooks. Those are the things that helped me become who I am. The little Nancy story, you know, the boys and the black. Those are the original thing that we do. The little moonlight, the ring game, you know. So you can't keep away from culture, and that's culture at the sense. So for some of the players now, 80s, 2000, football is like their modern game. You know, football became their ring game. Football became their hobby, and anybody who have a hobby like to establish their hobby. So one of my responsibilities is to help them to establish their hobby that they love to do. We have quite a number of ideas that we have put together in terms of being dependent on the clubs instead of dependent on other different stakeholders out there. So let's just say people coming in and give us help, right? Is that one of the idea that we have is tapping back into the agriculture. Now we have to go back to our strength, which is agriculture is our strength. And far too long we will actually allow like traffickers to come in and like buy our produce like for little or nothing, and we can benefit from it as we should. Now agriculture is not something that we just wake up and say, oh, we're gonna do agriculture because you're thinking agriculture is just digging. No, you have a whole different variety in terms of agriculture. Like my partner here into rabbit rearing and animals, and you know we're trying to go into poultry, which is rearing meat fowl, you know, so that we could actually sell to supermarkets. One of the next idea is that the club could get to buy a seine and go tapping into fishing, because fish are always needed. look, now they have the hotels them coming up and stuff like that, and they will request fish. So if you could actually get the help to tapping into these ideas that we have, you know, to sustain our club, that would be good.
How would it take to get started by way of, you know, your self-sustaining projects? Either one of them.
Okay, well the agriculture itself is that a little more land space. Within the club, we have persons who are willing to allow us to work their lands and give back something. But if you could get people around the area, it don't have to be within North Windward, but if there's a land space around close by that we could close by North Windward that we could actually occupy, that could help as well. Seedling, like if someone could give us like seedling, like greens like sweet pepper, you know, to go along. Yeah, it could go hand to hand. Fertilizers, pesticide, you know, spray can, you know, that could come into play. So basically anything that circle around getting the agriculture product done, that would be good.
And you're saying fishing project, what would you require to get started?
And basically the fishing project is a boat and the netting. Well, in Owia they have this guy called Brian. He normally do netting himself, so if you could actually get the twine, he could actually do the labor for us, and that we don't have to pay that large amount of money. So if you could get the twine and the needle to do the seining, we could get a seine make right in already instead of you have to spend thousands of dollars to buy a seine that is already made. And the boating as well, you know, because now there's a lot of timber in the mountain. We could actually start to cut timber from there, and we could actually get somebody to assist us. But then there's where for the boating a little money itself will have to come in to play, because we will want the engine to help to push the boat. So those are the little areas that we will look at to get help in to help the project kick off.
Cool. Guys, we're wrapping the interviews from your side for the day. Is anything that I overlooked that you might want to share at this point?
Well, one of the things that we actually hamper us, where we are sitting here, which Ziffie mentioned, that is the major playing field in North Windward, which is land and playing field. Now, if you realize, this is one of the playing field that looked like it being looked at, right, at the moment. You know, where you could see the stand is that National Lottery came in and do some work on it. One of the issues we're facing over the period of time is that time of play, quality time of play. Now, I know it's not in any condition, but when it was actually kept, you know, we was facing like issue of play. You know, we can't use it as we wanted to, you know, and those is one of the major issue that we'll have. So even though the question I'm asking myself, even though we get this playing field fixed, how often we're gonna get it to use? You know, are we gonna get it to use at all? So that is one of the factor that I'm worried about. The level of usage with the playing field, because now in North Windward it's not football alone. We have cricket guys, you know, that come and occupy it at times, but the football have far past the cricket. Now you will find more youngsters into the football than the cricket, you know, and cricket is something that play all year round, you know. So that if we could come to an agreement in terms of a weekly schedule, like 2 days for this, 2 days for that, or the field is big enough, we could actually share it, you know, instead of favoring one sport. So those are one of my concerns.
Instead of favoring one sport to the exclusion of another.
Yeah. So.
All right. Any concerns from you, General Manager?
Basically, think like Dwight was touching a point there where it's just what I'm hearing. I'm not too sure, but I'm hearing like people taking over the field and stuff. Maybe later on down, we might can come and play on it or sweat on it at evenings or whatever. So that is a kind of concern as well, because if you notice, they build those two columns. Those two columns is for, I don't know if it's for barring off, whatever, stopping people from coming in and all them things. But hopefully not. And we can get football playing again and develop the thing.
Do you have any concerns as it relates to equipment on the field? Or, no?
Equipment, well, I mean, them guys is like, we don't, if you notice, there's no goalpost up. And balls, concerning balls, we struggle to get gears, balls, so guys, because evenings, some of them guys come, they come barefoot and play against guys who is in shoes. Right now we have some posts there, they need like repairs, and we I don't know, we're looking for help too, to get stuff to repair them, but at the moment they're sitting there. But you know, we're trying.
They need what? Nets or
they need nets, and I think some of them are like the rust, the volcano ash kind of rust some, and they need like a little welding back.
Cool.
Yeah.
I'm good. Let me go over there.
Alright. Yeah. This piece used to be connected to here. Like this. Show this is. So this is a bar that used to hold the posts together. But over time it broke off, and if you notice the rust, it's stripping off. You can see the rust stripping off and stuff, so it's eating away wrong. Basically all you need is like welding back and stuff, painting over, sanding and all them things. So if, I don't know, if all that we're looking to do, once we get the help, and can you know the netball post breakup and stuff too? These are the other parts to go with those. We already have somebody to estimate the work to fix them, to get them fixed. It estimated around like $1,000 to fix it, for painting, sanding over, and workmanship. So we already did it, but it's just that we don't really have the funds right now to do it. So whenever
does that include the cost of nets for the posts when they go?
The nets, I think, remember, it was just to repair.
One thing that's out of here next week, because we'll pay our $600, 600, 800 is
One of the nets. So basically, it's gonna be like around 1,600, 1,800, because you have to sand them back from to get them clean off from the ash dust. So, and then you have to grind off the old rust and then weld it back. You have to buy pipe to fix it back to get it running again.
Bye.